everybody, this is our Monday afternoon Weights and More class here at the Senior Center in Jackson Hole, and I'm so excited to be back with you guys. This is our Monday class, and I'm trying to make it as easy as possible for you guys to do the workout from your living room, your bedroom, wherever you happen to be sheltered in place right now. So normally in our Monday class we use a lot of different types of equipment. We have our stability balls, medicine balls, etc. So in order to make it easy on you, we're just going to use a minimal amount of equipment to do our total body conditioning workout. So all you need today is you need your yoga mat, water bottle for sure, because we will work hard, and ideally a set of hand weights. And if you don't have weights at home, I know there's been a big shortage of trying to buy hand weights online. You could also use a couple cans of beans, or you can also do the workout without weights. You still get a lot of benefit from the workout. If you're new to this class, my name is Jo, and the format of this class, it is a very active, very basic, but it is very active, a strength training combination class with agility moves. So the definition of agility is the ability to move easily and quickly. And so we'll do a set of weight training exercises or strength moves using our body weight, and then we will incorporate agility moves with that. So you get this total body conditioning effect in a short amount of time, high volume strength workout, which is good. And then you also will get a heart rate response that's very similar to your higher intensity training workout. So it is an interval type class. Normally our Monday class is a full hour, but I'm going to shorten it just to make it a little bit more appropriate to use during your week while you're at home. So I'll keep an eye on the clock and we'll work out for about 40 minutes or so, and then do a quick stretch at the end, and you'll be good to go. So again, it is basic, but it is active. Oh, and most importantly, make sure you got your tennis shoes on, because there is a certain amount of impact involved in the class. One more thing, I don't use music because I want you to be able to hear me, and I give lots of instruction, especially with strength training and agility moves. It's so important that I'm being precise, because you don't want to injure yourself, and you want to make sure you're making the most efficient use of your time. But if you like music, feel free to put your own playlist on in the background and you can go for it. Yeah, so music is your choice. But anyway, we'll get going here in just a second. I can't think of anything else. Still bear with me, I'm still getting used to the video. Not quite the same as being in the same room with you guys, but it is the next best thing. So let's go ahead. We want to warm up first. We want to prep the body, especially the joints. A couple things to keep in mind. The muscles are responsible for moving the bones and the joints. The job of the joint is to provide some stability in the body and mobility. The joints are not designed to actually initiate or carry load through movement. So we want to pull into those muscles. That's where our power and our strength is. That way the joints are protected. So as we move today, if you feel stress in the shoulder joints, the knees, the ankles, etc., or up in the neck, pause and think about where's the work. You want to make sure the load, especially when we add the external load of the weights, you want to make sure the load is in the appropriate place, right in the heart of the muscle, not in the joint above or below the muscle. That's very, very important, because we are at the senior center and we are all getting older, and we all, much like myself, have various injuries and stuff, or ailments. And so we don't want to make those injuries worse, and we don't for sure want to create a new injury in our workout. So let's go. So come to athletic stance, a very stable, what we call base of support. Feet are hip width apart, shoulders back a little bit, and just roll those shoulders back. Nice and easy, and you're going to feel some tension in the back of the body. We're very linear in our movements all day. In other words, we move forward, back, and we're also very much in the front of the body all day. We're like this all day. You know, computer, skiing, grocery shopping, we're all kind of in the front body. So we really want to start to get in the back of the body. And one way to do that is roll the shoulders back. Take the feet back to that athletic stance and do 4 more rolls. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now just bring the arms up, look straight ahead, and say hello to the tightness in the shoulders. Now take the shoulders back. Now we're going to drop into the first squat position, and again, we're just warming up, so go slow. And I'm going to turn this way so you can see my profile. You're going to take the arms back, shoulders back, and you want to feel the shoulder blades move down the back, just a touch. The opposite of that is this. We don't want to dive forward with the shoulders. So take the shoulders back, shoulder blades down the back, tone the belly, and this is the hardest muscle action we do today. Pull the navel in, and you're going to drop into that imaginary chair. So we're in a squat position, chair position. Stay here, and you're going to feel the tightness in the hips, and that's okay. Hips are weaker, tighter. Quads, we use too much, and that tends to put force in the knees. So every time we do a squat and lunge today, we want to get into this area right here. Pause here. Now take your triceps up. Feel those triceps engaged. Now pull the belly in strong. Come all the way up. Bring the arms up, and we're going to do 3 more of these. So we drop. Now to rise up, be really strong. Push your feet down, pull your belly in, pop up. So it's a little bit of a power move. So it's drop, lift up, look straight ahead. Do 2 more. Drop, feel your triceps too back here. Come up, last time. Drop, and come up, and then bring the arms down. I'll face you. Now march in place. So our first agility move is we're marching. Seems pretty easy, but we're actually lifting the hips a little bit. So we're going to get into kind of the psoas area. This is the front right here, the psoas, your flexors. So march, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now you're going to take it into a wide march. And so what we're doing is getting more into those hips. And there's almost kind of a rocking motion. Because again, we tend to be like this all day long. So we want to get more into the hips. March, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now come back to center. 2, 3, 4. Feet apart. Out. 2. Pump those arms. 3. Now make it doubles. Go. 1, 2. Take it out. Faster. 2. Bring it in. 2. Should be warming up. Out. 2. Couple more. In. 2. Out. 2. Last set. In. 2. And out. And 2. And bring the feet back in. Arms down. Breathe. First little agility move. Should be starting to warm up. Now I'm going to turn this way. Again, still warming up. These are our G2S's, ground standing. Research shows you live longer if you can get up out of the floor. So this is so important to work on our agility. Remember, that's ability to move quickly and easily from the ground to standing. Looks like this. Up, drop, come to spider fingers. Back, forward. Now drop those hips into that chair position again. Tone the belly, pull your belly in. Come up, reach, drop to the floor again. Back, forward. Up, reach, stay here. Bring the arms in. March forward, go. 1, fast, 2, 3, 4. Feet apart. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 G2S's, ground to standing. Up, drop, back, forward. Get on up any way you can. Up, drop, back, forward. Up. Last time, pause here. Shoulders back, arms in. Now a lateral move, which means to the side. Looks like this. Side, back to center, side. So now I'm doing a side lunge. And you're going to feel the muscles tighten a little bit in different places now. Outer thighs, inner thighs. And side. No weights yet because we're still warming up. Make sure you drop into those hips. Knees track over the toes. That's super important, especially if you have knee stuff. Okay, now we're going to add the agility, which means we're adding a little bit of acceleration, some speed. Looks like this. Here we go. Side, arms in, side. So see how that's different than the side lunge I just did. Okay, so your brain's working a little harder now. The agility training for your brain is, can you think about 2 things at the same time? Which is hard to do. So shift your hips like this. Go. Side. So I'm moving my hips. 1 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back to center. 2 ground standing. Drop. Back. Elbows are bent. last time up, reach, last time down, back, back, forward, forward, up, reach, fingers are loose, no tension in the body, arms down, pick up your weights. First strength move, heart rate's up a little bit, things are a little looser, but we're gonna slow down a little bit. The brain, when we're doing our strength training, we tend to rush and get it over with, but instead we wanna pull back a little bit, slow down. That way we really, really emphasize and create more balance in the moves. I'm gonna turn to this side, stand here, breathe. Now notice I've added my weights here. I'm using 5s today. You can go 8s, 10s, 1s, or nothing. It's all good. So pause right here. Now notice the weight tends to push my shoulders forward. Not good for my shoulder injury. So shoulders back, and then the shoulders move down just a touch so that I feel the shoulder blades. So I'm not dropping the shoulders completely. Now notice how relaxed your belly is. Tone that belly, pull in strong, and we're gonna do a back lunge with a hammer curl. Looks like this. Back, then step together. Now go slow, and really nail the move. Like land the move, stick it. So in other words, you don't wanna fall over, so it's drop. Together. So again, we nail the move when we pull the leg in. We're not wobbling and we're not falling over. And if you're new to this class, feel free to grab a chair to hang on to, or your couch, or your kitchen counter. Good. You can drop one weight, hang on to something for support if you need to. Now as I do this, I don't want to stress my knee joints. That creates more problems for my knees. So I want to get into my hips and also feel my thighs. So I'm dropping back and then I pull up to the center. No stress on my kneecaps. Good, shoulders stay back. Notice my torso is slightly just a touch forward. I'm not all the way upright because I want my hips to be neutral, but then I'm not leaning forward all the way. 4 more, then stop. 1, pop up. 2, good job you guys. 3, and 4, back to center. Face forward, palms forward, shoulders back, breathe. Now back to the side lunges, this time just a straight bicep curl. So the arms are facing forward now, and we're gonna go slow. Nice and slow, side, center. So now we should be starting to warm up. Side, have a very light grip on your weights. Side, and remember to breathe. Good, slow. Side, knees track over the toes. You're gonna do 4 more, then stop. 1, stand up straight, drop, drop, lift up. 3, and 4, back to center, shoulders back. Feel free to put weights down if you need to, otherwise hang on to those weights. I'm gonna turn this way again so you can see my profile. Pause here. So now we're doing a squat with an overhead press. And here at the Senior Center, since all of our shoulders are aging, and some of them are injured, like mine, we're gonna be very conservative with the position of the shoulder in relation to the elbow joint. That means the arms will be way forward. Look straight ahead. There's an imaginary chair back there. Bring the weights up. Upper arm bones back. Keep your chin parallel with the floor. Go slow. Drop into that imaginary chair and then power overhead. Notice my arms are slightly forward. Just to be really conservative with my shoulder joint. So drop, press, drop. It's all hips and some thigh muscles. Navel draws in every time I pop up. Press and press. Elbows forward. Press, look straight ahead. Press. Keep going. Press and press. You got 4 more. Go. 1, power up. Push through those feet. Hips stay slightly back. 3 and 4. Back to center. I'm going to stay here. Shoulders back, breathe. We're going back to the very beginning. Lunge back with a hammer curl. Let's do 8 for total. Go. 1, 2, remember to breathe. 3, 4, 5, 6, drop into those hips. 7, not the knee joint. 8, pause. I'm going to face you. Palms forward, side lunge, go. 1, don't rest. 2, we're going to do 8. 3, keep the shoulders back. Elbows forward, 5. 6, you got 2 more. 7, 8, back to center. Feet apart, athletic stance. Squat with overhead press for 8, elbows forward. Drop, 1, power up, press. And what I mean by power up is complete the move, stand up. 3, don't hunch forward. 4, 5, look straight ahead. 6, elbows forward. No pain in the knees. Okay, now on this last one, come up right here, hold, pull your belly in, pulse, 2, 3, 4. Carefully put your weights down. Back to the center. Get a drink. Should be warmed up. So again, we get some interval training from a cardiovascular standpoint in this class. Heart rate goes up a little or a lot. Heart rate comes down a little or a lot. So it's kind of this up and down effect. We call that our high intensity training. So you get some cardiovascular conditioning along with your strength and agility. So it's such a good, efficient use of your time. Okay, now weights. Back to the center, march, like from the very beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4. Feet apart. 1, 2, 3. Now doubles. 1, 2, out. 2 faster, go. 1, 2, out. 2, couple more. In, 2, out. 2, last set. In, 2, and out. 2, pause, new move. Curtsy, no weights yet, just agility. Shoulders back, breathe, and you're literally going to curtsy. Drop, back to center. We're going to go slow because we're going to add some weight here in a second. And this should feel like a lot of work in this front hip. My torso is a touch forward. Shoulders staying back, pretty much back. I'm not hunching forward. Now notice right in here, this area is really hard to activate. So every other move, pull that belly in. Drop. Now a little faster. Drop. Drop. Don't lose your form. Don't bend forward too far. Drop. Drop. 4 more. Go, go, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come up. No weights yet. Now we're going to get more into those abs. I'm going to turn this way. Go into your first plank. And also, if you have blood pressure issues or if you take medication, and this up and down from the standing position to the floor makes you dizzy or uncomfortable, then just skip the move, or you can also do these moves against the wall. So be mindful of that. Don't want anybody to, we want to be healthy right now. No issues with our health, okay? Got to stay healthy. So hands to the ground, plank, and hold the pose. You can also be on your knees. Head in line with the spine. Claw that floor. Use those 10 fingers a little bit. Hold. Now lift your thighs and hips a touch. Press the kind of the toes or the balls of the feet into the floor. So my hips are slightly lifted. My back feels good and strong. And I'm going to pull my belly in. I'm going to bend my elbows. Now I'm going to do some little pulses. It looks like this, like little micro planks. See how I'm dropping my hips? I don't know, you might need to watch this first. My elbows are bent, and it literally is a pulse up and down. And my belly's got to pull in so strong. Do 4 more. You can also go to your knees. 1, 2, little micro planks here. 4. Now hold, lift the hips up. Now bring your right knee across towards the left shoulder and then go back. So back and forth, breathe. Now I feel the waistline more, the obliques. So we changed gears a little bit. We did quite a bit of, with our lunges and squats, got into those hips. Now we want to wake up the abs. And the obliques, what we call the core, that means hips, low back, abs, waistline, pelvic floor. That's your core. 4 more, then stop. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back to center. Pause. Now bend your elbows. Step forward, forward. Drop those hips. Now have Frankenstein arms. Let's use the belly muscles. Pull the belly in, push your feet down, come all the way up, shoulders back, pick up your weights. And again, be mindful, make sure you're not dizzy. Pause here. Now remember those curtsy lunges? Again, changing gears, going back to the curtsy lunge, more hips and thighs, but always the abs are participating in toned. Take your shoulders back, feel your triceps engage. Hold the weights out like this, like 2 heavy suitcases. Go slow. Looks like this. Curtsy, center, curtsy. Now I have these 2 heavy suitcases, so that's going to pull my torso, my shoulders forward. And not so great for my shoulders, not so great for my low back. So I'm actually going to take my shoulders back a little bit, feel my shoulder blades move. Now tone that belly. Pull your belly in. Release and breathe. Drop. 4 more, then stop. 1. Breathe. 2. 3. 4. Back to center. Pause. Let the tension in the shoulders release. Breathe. Okay, we're going back to that. Weights hug in now. So now I go a little faster, training the body to handle some acceleration. Curtsy. Curtsy. So I've held my weights in, less stress on my back, still pulling my navel in strong, but now I'm going faster. Drop. Drop. And my knees are okay. And my left knee, I got an injury there to go with my shoulder. Just old injuries. So I'm really mindful. It's hips and thighs, not my knee joint. Drop. Drop. Do 4 more. 1, 2, breathe. 3, 4, back to center, march for 10. We still got our weights. We call this weighted walking or weighted moving. March for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Next move. How we doing? Should be warmed up. We got about 20 more minutes. Take your feet apart. The idea in our strength training weights and more class, we're trying to hit all the muscle groups repeatedly so that we fatigue the muscles by the end of the workout. So it's a very high volume workout, which is a good thing. Toes turned out, plie, literally a plie, like a ballet or bar class. Now, have some support for those shoulders. Shoulders back, the shoulder blades move a touch down, look straight ahead. And you're gonna drop. Now to rise up, push through your feet and come up. And let's do that again. It is a plie, so my knees track over my toes. My feet are about 45 degrees. That is imperative that my knees are with my toes. I don't want any twisting on that knee joint or torquing. That is really bad for your knees, especially for women. So knees track over the toes. Now I'm going to bring my weights up a little bit, a little more comfortable, and I'm going to drop 2, up 2. Now the purpose of this move, can you feel your inner thighs? Inner thighs tend to be a little weaker and tighter. And if I train those inner thigh muscles, I'm less likely to pull a groin muscle. And if you've ever pulled a groin muscle, really hard to get it to heal. I also feel my hamstrings, again, weaker and tighter than my quads. Good. Okay, now drop. Hold. Stay here with me. Pulse. 2, 3, 4. Rise up. Drop. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rise up. Can you all feel that? Drop. 2, 3, 4. Rise up. Let's do 2 more. Drop. 2, 3, 4. Push through those feet. Super strong. Drop, pull your navel in. 2, 3, 4. Rise up. Turn your feet parallel. Don't rest. Right into squat, overhead press. Elbows up, shoulders back, and feel free to drop your weights if your shoulders are getting tired. Drop, and if you're not getting tired, feel free to pick up heavier weights. Whatever feels good this afternoon. Drop, press. So now my knees are still tracking over my toes, but now my feet are parallel. So no twisting or turning on those knees. Drop, power up, go, drop. Good, you got 4 more, then stop. 1, 2, breathe. 3, and 4. Hands in, walk, weighted walking. This just trains us to move our everyday movement, like walking. Let's say we're picking up our groceries, or we're carrying our gear, your golf clubs, your skis, whatever. It trains the body to be able to safely carry that extra load. 4 more, then stop. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Weights down carefully. Come back to center. Shake it out a little bit. Get water if you need to. We're going to hit that plank position again. Drop to the floor. I'm going to turn to the side. Thighs and hips lifting. You can also be on your knees if you'd like. Elbows slightly bent. Now this move feels good, but it gets a little bit more of a twist in kind of the center of the movement. Looks like this. Elbows bent. And I'm just going to twist and open up. And then I'm going to go to the other side, nice and slow. And see how my whole body is twisting? I'm pivoting on my toes. It creates a lot of stability in that shoulder joint. And this is not, I mean, it's challenging, but it's not crazy challenging. It actually feels kind of good. But really make sure those upper arm bones are deep into the shoulders and pull your navel in as you rotate. Got 2 more. 1 and 2. Bring your hands down. Come down to your knees. Let's go ahead. We don't have our mat, but let's do 10 push-ups while we're here. Hands apart. Feel free to grab your mat if you need to, if you're not on carpet. Elbows slightly bent. You could be knees under the hips, knees back, or go for full push-ups. Hug the legs together. No movement in that lower body. Pull your belly in strong and elbows to the side. You're going to drop and push back slow. We're going to do 10 of these. Let's go. Drop and complete the movement. Don't rush. And if you can't make it all the way to the floor, don't worry about that. Keep your head in line. So don't bob your head up and down like this. That's cheating. The whole body moves. Elbows to the side. And then as you push into that floor, super strong power move, and your upper back will actually dome for just a second. Down. Push. You got 2 more, then stop. Down. Push. You got 1 more. Down. And up. Come back up to plank. Elbows slightly bent. Heart melts. Breathe. Now you're going to take that right knee across again. And we did this earlier. This is the obliques, the waistline. Feel the hips drop a little bit. And breathe. Claw the floor. Keep doing this. And here's option 1. Still a really good strengthener, but I have lots of support for my low back, which is so important. Or you can go to option 2. Good. You got 4 more, then stop. 1. Cross. Drop those hips. 2. 3. And 4. Okay, now don't collapse. Got to get up safely. Bend the knees. Walk the hands back. Step the feet in. Drop. Now tone the belly. Pull your belly in strong. Come all the way up. Shoulders back. March. So we come to our little march move. Helps us just kind of shake it out a little bit because we're changing gears. We got up out of the floor. That's the main thing. So now we get another agility move before we grab our weights again. Okay, we're almost there. So watch me, and I'll disappear out of the screen for a second. But this is the move. It's a glide. Actually, keep moving. So what we're doing now is adding some propulsion, and that means a little bit more impact. Really good for the bones, creates a little bit more power, kind of some explosive power. But once we start adding propulsion, and then we're going to do actually a very small plyometric where we actually leave the ground, it's a higher risk move. So if you've got injuries in knees, skip it, keep your feet on the floor. If you feel pretty strong, you're going to go for it. Now if you're working with an athlete, they might do 60 plyometrics in a workout. We're going to do 4, which is great. We don't need any more than that. First, propulsion, not plyometric. We're going to glide forward. Looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bend those hips. Don't lead with the knees. 2, 3, 4. Go back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. Curtsy forward. No weights. Go. 1. Hop back. 2, 3. Here's our plyometric right here. Get ready. Bend those hips. Shoulders back. 1. Got 3 more. 2, 3, 4. Good job. Glide forward. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause here. Curtsy forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 plyometrics. Go. 1. Use those hips. 2, 3, and 4. Good. Pick up your weights. Grab a drink. Good work on the plyometrics. Even if you didn't leave the ground, it's still good work. Put both weights in one hand, or if you have a heavier weight, say an 8 or 10, grab that and put it in your right hand. Shoulder up and back, and I'm going to turn this way, and you can keep facing forward so you can see me. Shoulder back. Now imagine there's a counter on this left-hand side, but I'm not going to use that counter. I'm going to make my nervous system, it's going to be challenged a little bit more because I'm not going to have a counter or a chair over here. Take that right shoulder back, and I'm going to take my left leg, I'm going to lunge back, and then I'm going to lift the knee. It looks like this. Lunge, lift, lunge, lift. Join me for 10. Lunge, this one's hard. Lift that knee. 2, go slow. It's all in the front hip, the right hip. 3, 4, we got to do 10 of these. 5, 6, remember to breathe. 7, 8, got 2 more. 9, and 10. Pause. Face center, same arm. Hang on to those weights. Shoulders are level, and you're going to bring the arm up, rotate. We're going to do 10. So this is a basic bicep curl in the hammer position with a rotation. Let's do 7 more. 1, that'll give us 10. 2. Now this side over here, keep it upright and don't lean too far to the weighted side. 4, 5, 6, and 7. Pause. Back to our first position. Arm down. Now do 6. 1. So we change gears. New move. 2, 3, 4. Works on the balance. 5 and 6. Now tricep. Same arm. We haven't changed arms. Support the torso a little bit. Glue that elbow in. Head in line with the spine. Shoulder back and pump. 1. This is a tricep extension. 2. Now you want to feel this above the elbow joint, not in the elbow itself. I think that's 5. Let's do 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And come up. Switch weights finally. Turn this way. Now your right leg's going to lunge back. It's like you have a heavy suitcase right here. So don't collapse forward. Shoulder back, look straight ahead, and we're going to do 10. 1, 2, a lot of balance. 3, go slow. 4, 5, 6, don't forget to breathe. 7, 8, 9, and there's your 10. Notice one side's easier than the other. As you notice, my second side, a lot more off balance. And that's very, very typical for all of us. I'll face this way. Hammer curl rotation 10. 1, go slow. Keep your shoulders low. 2, 3, remember to breathe. 4, 5, you got 5 more, don't rush. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Back to our lunge with the knee lift. Weights comfortable to the side, shoulders back, and let's go. Back, lift. We're going to do 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Tricep extension. Glue that elbow in. Keep that shoulder back. Elbow stays in for 10. 1. And as you do this, the tricep is hard to engage. Again, it's right above the elbow, not in the elbow joint itself. And the health of the tricep, if this muscle is strong, that's also going to increase the health of the shoulder joint. Press. Let's do 5 more. Might be off count, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And come up. Separate the weights. We're going to do 3 grounded standings. I'm going to turn this way. This time we got weight. Let's go. Arms up. Go. Up. Drop. To the floor. Back. Back. Forward. Forward. Pick up your tempo. Go. And up. Drop. Back. Back. Forward. Forward. Up. 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 Last time. Drop. To the floor. Back. Back. Forward. Forward. And come all the way up. Reach. Down. Face the center. Take a breath. Inhale and exhale. Put both weights in the right hand again. Palm forward, pump for 8. Go. 1, 2. Now it's a basic bicep curl. The crease of the elbow forward, different position. 5, 6, 7, 8. Tricep extension. Don't rest. Go. 1. This is called a superset. 2, 3. Pump above the elbow. 4. That's where you want to feel it. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Come up, separate the weights. 2 grounded standing. Go. Up, drop to the floor. Back, back, and up. Reach, drop. Back, back, forward, forward. Last time. And up. Weights down. Bicep curl. Crease the elbow forward. Go. 1. How are we doing? 2. We're almost there. 3, 4. Got about 8 minutes. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Into that tricep extension. 1. Shoulder back. 2. Breathe. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Come up. Put your weights down. Plank position. Hold. Hold plank. Now bring both feet in together. Elbows slightly bent. Lift your left leg up. 2, 3, 4. Down. Right leg up. 2, 3, 4. Down. Left leg up. 2, 3, 4. Down. Now you're going to drop your hips just about an inch. More challenging. You can also be on your knees. Good. You'll feel those glutes. Navel draws in for 1 more time each leg. 1, 3, 4. Down. Last time, up, 4, and down. Good. Bend your knees, walk forward, drop into the chair position, tone the belly, come up, pick up both weights, and again, almost there. You can have one weight or two. I'm going to turn this way. This is called a kettlebell arc, but we're using weights because we don't have kettlebells. Plus, the primary difference in our maturing version of this exercise versus CrossFit younger exercises, we're going to keep our hips very neutral. So in other words, we're not going to push the pelvis forward and back because that could be, it could put the low back at risk for injury, or if you already have an injury in the low back, it could make things worse. So we want to keep the hips neutral. We won't be moving the hips forward and back, but we are going to do the arc. So you're going to bend your elbows, athletic stance. Now drop into the squat, swing the weights. Now as you come up, power up, push your feet down, tone the belly, and lift. Go slow. And again, those hips are very neutral. And now as we rise up, we're not pushing the hips forward at all. Good. Drop. And again, but what I mean by power up is push those feet down and tone the belly. Legs and hips and core. Lift. That way, the shoulders don't have to do all the work and the low back is fully supported. You got 4 more. 1. Make sure you breathe. 2. 3. And 4. Put the weights down. We got 1 more move. Okay, we're going back to the beginning. March, 2, 3, 4. Feet apart. Go. 1, 2. Here comes the glide. Propulsion. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come back. 2, 3, 4. March 2. 1, 2. Feet apart. 1, 2. Glide. 2. 1, 2. Back. 2. Do that again. March. 2. Out. 2. Glide. 1, 2. Back. Here's our plyometrics last time. We're going to do 4. 1, 2. Hips and thighs. 3 and 4. Good. Get a drink. We're going to hit the mat for about 3 minutes, then we'll stretch. Grab your mat. How we doing? We're almost there. To the mat. Come down to forearm plank. Hopefully you can see me. Look down. Elbows under the shoulders. It looks like a tripod or a triangle. Hands are overlapped like this. That way the wrists don't turn and are out. We don't want to irritate any tendonitis, carpal tunnel, or anything going on in those wrists. So hands are like this. Look down again. The weight is evenly distributed between both forearms and the fingers, the edges of the fingers and the wrist. Now you're going to come to the knees. Pause here. So here's position 1, or if you want to go for it, come to forearm plank and hold. Now push your forearms down. Let the heart drop an inch. Hold. Hug your legs in. Lift your thighs an inch. Lift your hips an inch. Hold. Push your forearms down. Breathe. This creates a lot of shoulder stability and obviously a ton of core strength. So the shoulders are stable, but they're supported by the strength of the core. So we're not overloading our shoulders. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come down to the knees. Last move. I'm going to turn this way. Watch me real quick. And actually, it's not our totally last move. Tricep push-up. So this really gets back into that muscle above the elbow. Again, hard area to work here. Hands are in, just like chaturanga in yoga. Fingertips forward. Again, watch me first. Take the knees back. Hug the legs together. Now watch me. I'm going to keep the shoulders back. That's hard to do. Now tone the belly. Now drop those elbows back. Then push back, power back. So drop, 2, push back. It's just like chaturanga, so go ahead and join me. It's all tricep. And I'm protecting my shoulder joint by keeping it back, and by strengthening that tricep, I'm also helping the health of that shoulder joint. Otherwise, what happens is this area gets overworked, or this area gets overworked. So we're trying to get stronger in these weaker areas. Let's do that again. Chaturanga prep or tricep push-up. Drop, 2, push back. You got 2 more. Drop, 2, push back. Last time. Drop, 2, and push back. Good. Hands to the mat. Last set of push-ups for 8. Done with the push-ups. Go. 1, hug the legs in. 2, elbows to the side. Head in line with the spine. Don't move your head. 4, almost there. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Flip over. Last move. So in this class, we have a whole library of moves, and I will continue to video some other classes depending on how long we can't come into the fitness center here at the senior center. And so it's all the same foundation. The principles are the same every class, but we will throw in new exercises. Last move today. Grab 1 weight or 2. If you're feeling pretty strong, grab 2 or a heavier weight. And you're going to go into a semi-boat position. Make sure your low back is okay with this. Again, it's kind of a higher risk move. Hold the weights here and take those shoulders back a little bit. Lift your heart, tone the belt, and lift up and about not quite 45 degrees. And look straight ahead. You want your face to relax. So don't squinch your face up. Relax your face a little bit. And you want to feel the move right in the center of the body. Those abs are protecting that low back. Down. Shoulders stay back. Don't hunch forward. Can you guys feel this? Down. You got 2 more. 1 and 2. Come up carefully. Keep the length in the spine. Chin is parallel with the floor. Put 1 weight down. Watch me first. Last move. And we'll stretch real quick. Knees are bent. Elbows are bent. Here's position 1. Basic crunch with a little bit of weight. And if this is too much for your neck, put 1 hand behind the neck. This is optional. Position 2, more challenging. And you're going to lift the hips and crunch at the same time. Lift. So choose your position and go for it. 1 or 2. No pain in the low back. And if you're in option 2, that lumbar curve is there. In other words, don't flatten the back intentionally. Just let the curve stay in the low back, and you'll feel a little bit of a rolling action as the hips tilt and lift. And you can take the legs further down. Lift. Got 4 more, and then we're done. 1. Remember to breathe. Feel the abs contract right here. 2. Feel the abs contract right here. Navel draws in. Helps support the low back. 3. And 4. Feet down. Weight to the side. Good job. Arms over your head. Stretch. Hang on that trapeze bar. And then bring the arms down. Let's do keyhole stretch real quick for those hips. Did a lot of hip work today. Left ankle on the right thigh. Reach through the keyhole and hold. Breathe. So hopefully the heart rate has settled down a little bit. You feel pretty comfortable. And bring that foot down. Switch sides. Right leg on the left thigh. Legs up, reach through the keyhole, and again, you're going to feel that right hip. Head presses gently but firmly into the mat. You feel the curve in the back of the neck. Just look at the ceiling. And then bring that foot down. Feet apart, knees bent, and just rock side to side a little bit. So now be a little looser. We've had a very muscular workout, a lot of strength work, a lot of stability, so there's more tightness in the body. Now be a little more fluid and rock side to side. Let's do 4 more. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then come on up. Hands and knees. And then just swing the hips side to side a little bit. Take a deep breath. Now come to spider fingers. Bring 1 foot forward at a time. So now we're in a forward bend, and just hold here. Knees are slightly bent, fingertips on the floor, and your hands can be on your thighs or your shins or your feet or the floor. No pain in that low back, okay? This should feel good. Extending through the spine, and you're going to feel some extension through the hamstrings and tightening in the hamstrings. Hands on the hips, come up very slow, slow, slow. I'm going to face forward, standing quad stretch. Easy. Work the brain. Feel free to grab your kitchen counter or your couch. Just an easy quad stretch. So in this workout, we get pretty warm, and so we won't do a lot of deep stretching right now. Just a few releases. And of course, you'll do your yoga practice tomorrow, so that'll help stretch things out. And quad stretch, other side. And release. Hands on the hips. Now let's get those shoulders up, slightly back, and a touch down, and just lift the heart. Stretch. You're going to feel some, not extension really, but expanding across the front of the chest. It's a lot of push-ups. Now take the arms back, palms forward, and then release. Take a deep breath. Stretch up, wiggle the fingers, move your hips side to side. Again, more fluid, a little looser, less stability. And then bring the arms. Less stability in the sense that we're kind of being looser right now. Now bring your feet in, and let's take 1 more deep breath. Inhale, stretch up. And exhale, take the arms all the way down. Excellent job, you guys. So again, stay tuned to YouTube on the Senior Center of Jackson Hole site. Myself and the other instructors will be posting classes throughout the week. We are a nonprofit, and if you are enjoying our classes through our shelter in place, if you want to make a donation at the end, that would be just awesome. We're all excited here at the Senior Center to be connecting with you throughout this period of time, and we're really excited to be offering the classes. So at the end of however long this time period is going to be, and when we finally get back into the Senior Center, again, if you feel like you want to make a donation, that would be just great. So I'll see you soon, and have a great day. Thanks, and drink lots of water.